Hi there, welcome to Nicole on EQ, where we talk about ways to increase quality of life by improving relationship to self and to others. So if you're interested in that kind of content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so that you don't miss any future videos. So I wanted to start off today's video with a quote. It reads, "Let jealousy be your teacher. Jealousy can lead you to the very places where you need the most healing." I also wanted to preface by saying a lot of what I'm talking about in this video is from the jealousy chapter of The Ethical Slut. This is a polyamory open relationship how-to book. This isn't something I practice in my personal life. However, I find it interesting to learn about other people and their lifestyles. And it's also a book that one of my friends suggested that I read the chapter on jealousy. So shout out to Shura for giving me that recommendation. We love friends that bring new knowledge. So what is jealousy? It's this emotion that we go through great lengths not to feel. If you watch my previous two videos, you'll see that it was very difficult for me to talk about my personal experiences revolving around jealousy because the thought of me experiencing it in the past was just so cringeworthy and I was embarrassed about bringing it up. It was hard for me to just say it out loud. But it's something that all humans feel. All of us do. It's not something that we can cut out of our lives because it's a way that we express fear or hurt. So I want you to think about the way you experience jealousy. Maybe it's an expression of insecurity or fear of rejection, fear of abandonment, feeling left out, feeling not good enough, inadequate, or maybe even awful. Sometimes it can come in the form of competitiveness or just pure anger. Or maybe it comes in the feeling of loss or grief in regards to a relationship. When you feel jealous, maybe you feel that your partner is moving away from you. However way you experience jealousy, take note of it. Notice your patterns in behavior so that moving forward, you know how to address it. And also realize that it's just like any other emotion. Jealousy can be unpleasant. It can be really cringeworthy and awkward to deal with, but it's definitely tolerable. One thing that really stuck out to me in the jealousy chapter was that part of the reason why jealousy is so powerful is our adamant insistence not to feel it. When we let ourselves feel our emotions, to just sit with it, to listen and be compassionate with yourself, doing this can help take away jealousy's power. Also, doing this allows you to address jealousy head on instead of pushing it down inside of you and letting it build up and erupt at a later time. It's important for you to be nice to your feelings, let them move through you. All you have to do is come to an understanding of what this is and the fact that it hurts, and it's okay to feel that way. The core to this is having a loving, accepting relationship to self. Having that self-validation is absolutely an essential foundation. So one thing that you can do is practice 15 things that you like to do to be kind to yourself. You can make this as a mental list, or you can actually write it down with pen and paper or on your phone, but keep it handy for when your emotions are running amok, specifically with jealousy and you're not feeling your best. These are things that you can do to feel better. Now that we've got the basics down of addressing jealousy within yourself, now comes to addressing jealousy with a partner. It's important to be able to have a safe space where you can express your feelings, to do so in a way that is kind and patient and constructive. You feel free to be vulnerable. And I know a lot of people find being vulnerable really difficult, that sometimes being vulnerable is seen as being weak. But being honest and open and owning up to your feelings is one of the bravest things you can do. Doing so in a relationship helps to build it by building trust. And when speaking with your partner about jealousy, it's your partner's commitment to listen, sympathize, and validate. Un momento. So with the example that I illustrated in a couple of my other videos, I still feel a little cringy talking about it now, but I felt jealous in my relationship. And bringing this up to my boyfriend, he could have responded in this context of listen, sympathize, and validate by saying, I understand that you're feeling jealous and I'm sorry that you feel that way. Or in the context of, if you've seen my How to Apologize video, it could be framed as, I understand that you're feeling jealous and I'm sorry I did something to make you feel that way. And then to validate, and this can be done in several ways, such as saying, I'm committed to this relationship, or that behavior doesn't mean what you think in your head, or I love you. Any number of ways. Another thing that you can do with your partner is making an actual list of things that they can do to reassure you when you are in need of a reassurance. Because we all get to points in a relationship where reassurance is needed if we're feeling insecure or jealous about something. So it's okay to call out specific things that you need in order to feel better about it. Remember that expressing your needs does not make you needy. You're a human being, you have needs. It just brings you closer to happiness. And make sure to be specific about your needs. So instead of saying, love me more, you can say, give me more physical touch, if that's one of your love languages. That is number 2 for me, but that's a separate topic on its own. Curious to see what your love language is. Tell me in the comment section down below. Another thing you can do is remember the good stuff. Make a list of reasons why your partner is lucky to have you. To counter that, make a list of reasons why you are lucky to have your partner. And your partner can make these lists as well, and you can talk about them together. This is something that we practice in our relationship. Why do I feel so weird talking about my relationship to people? Okay. And this is something that we practice in our relationship quite frequently. We'll talk about how we align in our goals, how we have a lot of the same values, how we support each other in our endeavors. So focusing on the good stuff while working through these uncomfortable emotions can definitely help. So in sum, jealousy can be your path to healing, but it can also be your path to open-heartedness. Be brave, be vulnerable, and most importantly, be kind to yourself as you work through a difficult emotion. So that's it. That's this video. Hopefully you found it helpful, and if you did, would very much appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any future videos. So with that, I'll see you all later. Bye.